We're live. What's up? We already got people in the chat. Kale's watching, of course. Hey, Steam Bricks, how you doing? Get myself situated here. Should have done this before stream. I'm a terrible streamer in reality, but you already knew that, I'm sure. Byron's here. Thank you for watching. Strasburg, good morning as well. Frisco 1522, James Box, the Green Umberon. Everybody joined at one time. My goodness. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for watching the stream. I realize that you have a lot of things that you could be doing on your Thursday evenings at whatever time it is where you live, but you decide to watch me instead. So I appreciate your viewership. Hi, Owen, as well. So, background first. For those of you who don't know, there is a fellow AFOL and I guess a YouTuber as well. I don't call myself a YouTuber, but War1109, hello as well. I don't call myself a YouTuber. It takes away from why I actually post videos to YouTube. It's not. I don't want it to make it seem like I'm doing it for the viewership or the fame or fortune or anything like that. But there's another guy on YouTube. His name goes by Matt Gaming and Brick. Very cool guy. He is on YouTube. You can check out his channel. I actually forgot to link him in the description. I will do that though when I post a stream. Um, I'm gonna show that message because I'm basically telling the same thing. James said to subscribe to Matt. I would agree. Matt is a very cool guy. He works really hard at posting videos. He does a lot of stuff. He's not necessarily only Lego, but he does some gaming as well, suggested by his name, so he's appropriately named. um, so there's another guy, Matt on YouTube, and I have come to know Matt a little bit through social media. I've never met him in real life, unfortunately. He's from England, and so I've been coming to know him a little bit more. He's doing Octrainber, the BMR Octrainber competition this year as well. So been following his progress there. He's been posting some very nice videos on his progress as well. Rowan, hello, thank you for watching. He's been posting a lot of cool videos on his progress for his Octrainber competition entry. And so he messaged me the other last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that on Facebook and asked me for my address because he had some stuff that he wanted to send me. And so I gave it to him, and today I actually the post office missed me at my apartment because I was at work, but I went and picked it up later, and so I actually did already open the box. I must say that I did already open the box because it was just as a precautionary measure, just to make sure that everything was all good and I could, proceed with the streaming. So I hope you guys enjoy, because what I'm going to be doing in the stream, it's probably not going to run for too long. What I'm going to be doing is doing unboxing, I guess, except the box is already open. James, I will take care of it. Thank you very much, though. Perhaps another time. So, first thing on the top of the box, read me first letter. I'm not going to read the letter, as that's for me. Really nice of him to throw that in there, though. Shows that he actually put a lot of thought into this. So, one of the really cool, and there's a lot of stuff in here, by the way. There's a lot more than I thought would be in here as well. So, let's see. First thing we'll start off with is the Lego Rose. Dadgum glare on the thing. Lego Rose. He said that he got this at the Lego House event last year, and so he had this sitting around and decided to send it my way. So that's really nice of him. Completely original Lego Rose. I don't know if this has got any like rarity to it. I'm not really familiar with that, but this is a really cool item. Very nice little decorative item from Lego themselves. Dawson, thank you for joining. Really appreciate your watching. But this is really cool. I really would like to get to the Lego house at some point. It's a really cool thing, and I'd really like to go and see what all they have there in person. So this is really cool souvenir from there. So he actually said in the letter that it wouldn't be a a box from one AFOL to another without some Lego in it. So there's that. It's a great start. There's also just trying to go through everything and increasing level of coolness. 13 people watching. Wow. These are you can kind of see what they are. They're two bookmarks actually. They actually do say Lego on them. Very cool. Um, is a kind of whitewashed pink and a blue one. So the stipulation for these is I have to share one of these with Kale. That won't be a problem. I'm actually going to see him this weekend for another a mini vlog that I'm actually going to do. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I'm excited about this, and I know Kale already knows what I'm talking about. He should be. He's watching, and he already knows what the subject is going to be. I think you guys will enjoy it too. Really cool. Really cool subject matter for the weekend. But anyways, yeah, these are two bookmarks. I'm not really sure what the history on these are. He said in his letter that it's either Lego or somebody at Lego made them, and they're kind of rare. So very cool, very cool little item for to hold back the instructions of the BMR instructions while I'm building stuff. That's what he put in the letter, anyways. Have to kind of dig here. There's another bag in here that I'm trying to look for. And we'll do this first. He also sent me some chocolate, which is really nice of him. Some British brands, which is Cadbury and Green and Black's organic. That ought to be really good. And then Godiva, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is Belgian. Really nice of him for sending me that. I can't say that I don't enjoy a good chocolate every now and then. Who doesn't, right? Excuse me while I look through the box for this one bag that he sent. Is that it? Yes, it is. Here we go. Making sure we got everything. Matt Gaming and Brick is the channel. Yes. Dawson, sorry, just saw your question. No, there's no trains in the box. Ironically, this is weird. Matt was also kind enough to send me some currency, which is really cool. Several denominations of currency in England. And I know, I actually did already know this. He explained to me in the letter that if you orient these in a certain way, they actually form a shield, which is really cool. American currency isn't like that at all. But this is really nice of him. Very definitely an extra step for him. Really didn't have to do that. That's really cool. There's 1 penny, 5 pence, 2 pence, 10 pences, 20 pences. I don't really know what I have no idea what the conversion factors are. Yeah, there's all kinds of denominations of coin in there, so very cool. Nice little thing to have. Really nice of him. And now we come to the main part of the box, and I believe the reason why he sent the box in the first place. I'm gonna get all these out and just kind of lie them down here. Try not to show them too much yet. We can spend that in 2022 when BMR goes to England. Yeah, I'm really hoping that works out. Oh yeah, James. James is from across the pond, and he knows all about English currency, I'm sure. Gone for a minute or two. Saw the rose. So recap so far. Owen missed the rose. Bookmarks. They do actually say Lego on them. It's very hard to see because they're in the bag. I'm gonna leave them there. British and Belgian chocolate, and some currency. It's very cool of him to do that for. Yeah, BMR. We're tentatively going to England in 2022 for the NMRA show. I believe will be in England that year. I believe it is in York specifically. So the rest of these are 4 different books that he sent me. He explained that there are varying degrees of rarity for these books. I think he said that he had 2 of them, and then one of them he only saw on eBay very recently, which is very cool. I don't know which one it is. It's probably this one here. So I'll do that. I'll look at that one first. But this, by the way, I want to make it absolutely clear that I never ask for anything like gifts of this nature. I realize that it is it's incredible for people to do this for me, and I wanted to say to thank you to Matt because I know he'll be watching this in probably at some point tomorrow. So this is incredibly humbling. By the way, before I go any further, I should have said this before, but this is seriously a really insanely nice gesture from Matt, and just I think it really speaks well to the quality of people we have in the Lego hobby in general. So thank you, Matt. Hopefully you're watching this at a later date. And I really appreciate you doing this for me. This is seriously incredible stuff. Matt Bacon has joined the stream. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Let's get into the books. So the first one, I think this is really cool. This is a later time period that I would prefer to model, but still nonetheless extremely cool. And I really like this regardless. But this is a British Railways rule book from 1950. Completely authentic. The title says reprint including amendments authorized up to 1st of October 1961. So this is probably a reprint of the book. That was published in 1950. Um, Troublemaker 12, thank you for joining the stream. So upon opening the book, there's actually another smaller book, which is extracts from the Rulebook 1950, reprint including amendments authorized up to 1st of October 1961. So very cool. Celebrity shout out, as if I'm a celebrity. Very cool stuff in here from directly from British Railways back in the day. I'm a huge railroad history buff. Whatever it is, and I'll enjoy learning about it. And you know, literally just anything railroad history, I will always enjoy. And as Kale has said before, I've never met a railway book that I didn't like. So this is a really cool thing, and it's something that I never would have come across or had the opportunity to get myself. There's also this small leaflet, which is one page reissue of the 1950 rule book. I believe this just goes into what. Yes, this is the amendments that the rule book contains now. So this is very cool. So those are the two small inserts in the main book, and then the rest of it, I haven't looked through all this. I probably won't for a little while, but very cool. Complete comprehensive rule book for the British Railways in the 50s and 60s. There's general rules, um, you know, wages, misconduct, luggage, traveling without passes or tickets is forbidden, observance of distant signals, how you swing lights and stuff like that. Very cool stuff. Signal diagrams. Seriously awesome stuff. I'm probably going to read this cover to cover at some point. It's just I obviously won't do that now. That would make for a very boring stream. But that's very cool. This actually does have a name inside it written in blue ink, which is very cool. So it's presumably the original owner of the book. Very very nice little historic artifact to start with. Probably the most. I believe this was the rarest one he was talking about in the letter that he sent me. Very cool though. Very cool. 3 more books. I don't really think that there's a good order to go through these, so I'm just gonna pick the one that's on top. Prototype Locomotives by Robert Tufnell, possibly how you say the last name. But upon opening the books, however, that book particularly, there's a Lego house brochure, very cool. This presumably from the opening of the Lego house on the original weekend, with the map on the opposite side. That's pretty cool. That was inside the Locomotive Prototypes book. And the other thing that I think is really cool, it's very nice. The stamp collection, minor stamp collection from the Royal Mail, with the nice seals on it, Great British Railways. The seal on it you can kind of see there. Very cool. 6 different stamps featuring LMS Coronation Class, a 9F, a King Class. I believe this is a Southern Railway. It's a King Arthur Class. A LMS NCC Class WT locomotive that I'm not at all familiar with, and an LNAR A1 class there. And then I believe that this is a peppercorn Pacific on the bottom left, which is pretty cool. And so inside that is just another small publication about, the stamps and a little bit of information about that. Very cool, very cool. Railroad artifact. You don't get stuff like this in America usually. It's very cool. Very cool stuff. So that was inside the locomotive prototypes book, and then the locomotive prototypes book itself goes into all kinds of different locomotives. The Great Western Railway locomotive number 40, just reading off the table of contents. LMS Fury, LMS Turbomotive, several locomotives, the Deltic, steam and diesel and electric locomotives all included in here. Very cool. Plenty of pictures as well. Goes into different kinds of boiler construction. As a mechanical engineer, this is the kind of information that I really appreciate. Very cool stuff, really. Um, Seriously impressive stuff. One of the Great Western locomotives in the book. This is really cool. The LMS Fury. I didn't know about that locomotive before. They had, I believe it was a modified Royal Scot class, and I like the Royal Scot. Really cool stuff in here. You got different kinds of diagrams with, making sure I'm reading that right. Drawbar tractive effort, at constant speed, versus speed grass for different locomotives. Stuff like that that's just really nerdy and technical and detail oriented. Stuff that I really appreciate. This is just seriously just plain cool. Chapter on the Deltic locomotive. Pretty cool. I do like the Deltic. It's one of my one of the locomotives that I just kind of like from England. It's not a steam locomotive, that is. Oh yeah, definitely. Matt is an incredibly nice guy. I mean, he did this, by the way. This is just out of this world, kind of nice. So I would recommend, do everybody go check out in Matt's channel. He has not. This is not necessarily a paid thing for me to say, but I do recommend going out and checking his channel out. He's very incredibly nice guy. Very good. Very this is he does stuff like this. He's you know I recommend checking out his channel. Awesome stuff from Matt. Um, the next book, which is going to really help me out, is Historic Locomotives in 4 mm scale, which I believe is 00 scale. Don't quote me on that, but this goes into scale drawings for a lot of, obviously, by the title, several different locomotives. The first one, which is actually kind of something that I really like, it's one of the ones that I want to build the most, is a Stanier 5S. It's one of my favorite locomotives from England. There's so many different locomotives in here. There's I'm looking at the table of contents now. It's seriously in depth. So many different locomotives in here, steam and diesel alike. IVOT designs, Fowler designs, Stanier designs, uh, Gresley designs as well. Peppercorn, LNER, Great Western. Aha, the DeGlane is in here. Very cool. Battle of Britain class is in here. King Arthur class 460. Merchant Navy class as well, Moncel. Great Western drawings for chimneys, domes, safety valves, and whistles. I mean, this is incredible. Yeah, Matt is a solid builder. He is definitely taking detail into account with his Octramber entry. Um, he's also been posting some really nice progress videos on that. It's really cool stuff. Um, and he does support BMR in a big way. Very incredibly nice guy. This is a really cool book. As many of you probably already know, that there's several European or British specifically locomotives that I would like to build at some point. So this is right off the bat is a huge help for kickstarting that venture because might be a while before I get to much of that, but I definitely plan to at some point. Just some really cool stuff in here. Rebuilt Royal Stott class. I believe this is a Ginty here. Looks like a Ginty. I cannot remember. Seriously incredible stuff in this book alone. Tender diagrams as well, which is really helpful. Most of the time you just find information on the locomotive and nothing on the tender. So that's the 3 out of the 4 books. The 4th one is probably the one that one of the ones that I'm really going to enjoy is Historic Railroad Carriage Drawings, Volume 2, which covers the LMS and constituents, which is really nice. One of the goals that I have eventually is to do a Royal Mail train on the LMS. I'm not sure if this book will have any drawings for Royal Mail cars, but it does have a lot of LMS and constituents drawings. All of these included in this book. Really cool stuff. You know, it even goes down to the door, the letterings, the roofs on them. Yeah, nice lettering here. The underframe details, the truck details, side and end details. Seriously incredible book here. Really cool stuff. I'm a sucker for some nice coaches. Really really big fan of stuff like this. So this is going to be a really nice. All of this, in fact, is going to be a really nice addition to my railroad collection. Give you guys a taste of what's in here. I'm seriously blown away by, for one, the fact that somebody would go through the trouble and do all of this and send this to just me, because you guys have to understand, from my point of view, I'm just a guy. um, I realize that, you know, I have a little bit of a name recognition with, you know, Brick Model Railroader and stuff like that, but to me, I'm just one guy. And the fact that somebody would go to the trouble and send me 4 books, a collectible, presumably collectible rose, bookmarks, currency, and, you know, chocolate is an incredible thing to me. And so this really, to in my mind, speaks to how awesome the members of the Lego Train hobby are, because they're willing to do stuff like this. I've never met Matt in person. I've barely talked to him before this moment right now, but it seriously amazes me how somebody would think to do this for somebody else, and it's incredibly humbling. And Matt, again, if I know you'll be watching this at some point, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for sending me all this stuff. This was a seriously nice surprise, because when Matt messaged me initially, the only thing that he told me about were 2 books that he had, um, and decided that he would be willing to part ways with and send to me. But he did not, you know, even mention the fact that he would be including another 2 books, or anything else that he sent me. So this is just a seriously cool moment, and it's something seriously incredible for me. It's just I'm blown away. Um, that's it's just incredible. I'm sitting here just trying to find the words, but that's it really. I mean, I'm just that astounded by all this. It's seriously cool. Excuse me. Um, that really takes care of the live stream, guys. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you guys have in the chat. Not for too long. I want to keep the stream topical. Um, but once again, um, this is just incredible, Matt. Again, I've said it a lot, but thank you very much. This is an incredibly nice gesture that you would go to great ends to make work, and it is very much appreciated. I promise you that I will put all of this to good use at some point. It's definitely very helpful, very resourceful, and you hit the nail on the head with something that you would something with a gift that you would send to me. So again, thank you. Very very nice of you. Um, so I'm catching up on the chat here. No matter what you say, the LNER is the best out of the Great Four. I'm not convinced of that. I think LNER was certainly fantastic. They certainly had a lot of things going for them. Sir Nigel Gresley was an incredible mechanical engineer. He designed a lot of great locomotives, but the best I'm not sure I could say. There's everyone's a bit different, and they'll have some really nice advantages. Um, yeah, Matt Gaming and Brick is the name of the channel. Once again, you guys should go and check him out. He is an Englishman, which is explains a lot of the reason why he was able to get such awesome stuff pertaining to British Railways and pre-grouping stuff as well. If you guys have any questions in the chat, I'd be happy to answer them for a little bit, and then I'll cut the stream off. And I got a couple other things I need to take care of tonight. But uh, if you're uh, if you're watching now, thank you very much for the support. I do appreciate your viewership. I realize, like I said in the beginning of the stream, there's a lot of things that you could be doing on a Thursday evening, but I appreciate that you would like to spend it here and hang out and chat with some friends and listen to me talk for a while. I'm honored that you guys would continue to support me. It's very nice, very humbling. So excuse me again. Yes, dry mouth talking all this much. Got a lot of things to talk about though. I did open the box like I said before, and just to verify the contents of everything, and I did let Matt know that I had received everything, and but I opened the box and I was just instantly floored by what was in there. I still am really. All this stuff that being an American rail fan living in Pennsylvania, United States of America, I just would never even think to look for stuff like this, but or even at some point I'm sure I might have would have gotten to collecting some of this kind of stuff, but um it would not have been for a little while for sure. And the fact that I have a great jumping off point for now for so many British locomotives and rolling stock that I would like to build at some point is really really serious blessing. Even very cool. And the chocolate, the currency, the bookmarks, and the rose, that was that was a nice surprise as well. Can't argue with any of that. For sure. Incredibly nice of Matt to do all that. All right. That's it, guys. If there's no questions in the chat, I'm going to kick. Oh wait, there is. When's a UK build coming to BMR? It might be a while for that. We have plans to keep us busy through most of 2019. Um, Probably a fair enough amount of time after that as well. But it is something that I would really like to do. There's like I said a couple of times already, is there's several locomotives from Europe and the United Kingdom as well that I would really like to build, and I would be happy to lend many of those, if not all of them, to Brick Model Railroader to produce for people to purchase. And it's just the fact that we had to get everything else off our plate first, but it's coming at some point, believe me. So mm, I really don't even know where we would start with that. Probably a Gresley Pacific, since they're probably the most famous. But I think I have the hiccups. But yeah, like I said, definitely something that we'll be getting into at some point. Maybe for 2022. We haven't planned that far out yet, but we would uh we would really like to get there. It's going to be quite a trip. Seriously monumental trip. Could you imagine the train show vlog that I put up from a trip to York, England in 2022? That would be incredible. Oh my word. I don't even want to imagine how long that is. or that would be rather. Never say never. Our plans are fluid at BMR. Well, we have enough. We have enough solid stuff for next year, but we would need a British kit to sell at 2022. That's almost a definite. I guess we have to start thinking about that now. It would be a lot of editing. You're right. It would be a lot of editing in that vlog for sure. You would specifically travel to York for that. I would. Be happy to meet you there. I hope to as well. Um, there's a lot of British and European builders that I would really appreciate meeting over there. Be happy to be happy to meet everybody. It'd be really nice. One of the things that I enjoy the most about the hobby is meeting people from everywhere that enjoy doing the same things that I like doing. Different subject matter, of course, but it's incredible to think about that. There's so many of us spread out across the world that do this. It's always a real pleasure in meeting everybody that does. um, well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. I do have some stuff that I need to take care of tonight. So I want to say once again, thank you all very much for watching. I do appreciate. Sorry, James, I saw your message. I do appreciate your viewership and your support. Um, like I said, I did mention earlier. I'll mention it again. That I will be going to York, not England, but Pennsylvania today. I'm going to be meeting Kale and on Saturday and helping him with a special project that couple special projects, I guess you could say, but one of them particularly will be the subject of the vlog, and I'll be sure to record some of as much of it as I reasonably can. I will actually be quite busy on Saturday, but I will try to record as much of it as I reasonably can, and it'll be more like a mini vlog, if you will. So I hope to have that uh, thrown up on my channel sometime during next week. I don't know for sure. I probably will not edit it as much, so it'll be more rough and uncut. But hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. It'll be up on my channel at some point. And once again, thank you for watching. I will leave it there for this evening. If you have further questions by the time the stream is finished, I'd be happy to answer them. You can find me on social media. My Instagram, I'm really only on Instagram and YouTube, really publicly, that is. Um, my YouTube channel, obviously, you know where I'm at on YouTube. My Instagram handle is at Emperor of the North Pole. You can find me on there. You can follow me for cool stuff. I post more frequently there, I'd say, than I do on YouTube. So, and I can, answer and field any of your questions and, just talk about stuff if you would like on Instagram, preferably before YouTube. So, thank you again once again for watching. I'll leave it there. Once again, as well, go check out Matt Gaming and Brick here on YouTube. Very cool guy, responsible for all the contents of the package that you've seen here tonight. And I'll leave it there for tonight. Thank you very much for watching. I will talk to y'all later. And stop the broadcast.